Hey, it's me, Kezia, the world's leading female dating expert for men, and today I have with me my sister Hadassah, who's also the top wing girl in Europe. And next to her I have Charlie. Charlie has just finished the 7-day course. Now, I want to just mention that Charlie does have a disability, and it's very noticeable. It's a very, very noticeable limp. And this is caused from...
a condition called cerebral palsy.
Cerebral palsy, okay. And he came to us and he wanted women to see past his disability, to see him for his personality, his sense of humour, his intellect. Did we do that for you?
Yeah, I came here because I came to one of Kezia's boot camps in Las Vegas, and I saw how they cared about each individual student. I didn't know how to take it at first. I was thinking, well, is this just going to be another boot camp or anything similar? So what I did was, some of the students, when we went to the night game, because we had day game in a beautiful mall in Las Vegas, we had the night game. A lot of the students weren't receiving the information. They rejected it. So both of the trainers, Ali and Johnny, tried their best to help. Ask anyone, even Kezia pulled me aside and asked for help.
Kezia asked for help?
Kezia asked if she could help me. And
obviously, it's my boot camp. I'm not like one of those guys who runs a boot camp and you never see them. I'm in the thick of the battle.
Yes, and that was just it. But the main selling point for me to come to this residential was when Ali saw that these people, these other students were not perceptive to the training, he got frustrated because he wanted to help so much. And that made me come here. Mm-hmm. That's what showed real true compassion. Mm-hmm. That you guys just weren't trying to make money, because that was this deciding factor for me. You were very reasonable priced for this boot camp, and I figured I'd use this as a tester. Right here, it wouldn't break the bank. If I'm going to go all the way in for it, I'm going to see what these people are about. And your feedback after the course, you give it straight.
There's too many trainers, isn't there? Especially because they see you've got a disability and they think, oh, I better be nice to him. But I said to Charlie, I said, look, from day one, you're going to be treated like everybody else, okay? If you're doing something wrong, I'm going to call you up on it, and every single trainer is going to do the same thing. The only thing we're going to do for you is we're going to walk a little bit slower. That's it.
Well, yeah, it's funny that you say that, because Johnny, in the Las Vegas trip, there was a beautiful girl. I opened the sets because, like I said, if I'm in it all the way. There's no point in just sticking your head in the water and not jumping in the pool.
Let's talk about that a little bit, because you remember you had a problem. That was you also come from a very religious background.
Yes, I do.
A very strict Christian background, and you found that talking to girls almost was there was like a mental block, and you felt that maybe you were interrupting them in some way. And Johnny was the one who actually said, Johnny and Simon,
yes,
if I'm right.
Yes, it was.
What did they teach you about that? How did they change your perception about this?
How they changed my perception is I was always the one chasing them. Like, I wanted to be invited into their world. When they told me that I was inviting them into my world, and that it was a pleasure to invite them into my world, I didn't look at it as interrupting them. What I looked at it is I could brighten their day. By brightening their day, they brighten my day in return. So if I wanted to meet somebody like you, I would no longer be like, oh, I don't want to interrupt her. She's got her own things going on. You should be just as proud to meet me as I am to meet you. And I'll create that smile. I'll put that smile on your face, because that's what I believe. If I see that's what's going to happen, that's what happens. Yes. If you believe that it'll happen, as cheesy as it sounds, it will happen, because it's all perspective. The one thing I learned here out of anything else is how you view things, how you view yourself.
You can feel like it was so negative to begin with, and now all these negative thoughts have been replaced with positive ones.
Oh yeah. What I learned from Alia hugely was it doesn't even really matter what you say. I just looked at a girl and she pulled me in and said, "I like you and I think you're cute."
To the VIP area, wasn't it?
Yeah. All I did was say, "Hi, how are you? I might come see you later on."
You say that?
Yeah.
You broke rapport.
Yeah, and that was before stuff even started happening. We were there. What I learned most around here in London is most of the party doesn't start till probably 12 or 1 o'clock.
Which is different to America, isn't it? I mean, you're from Michigan. You spent a lot of your life in Texas, and things are slightly start a bit earlier there.
Yeah, yes.
You got a bit tired at some time, but we kept that energy up. Okay, so something you mentioned earlier is that you said the course is great. You said to me, this is before we put the camera on, the course is great because if people want threesomes, they can come here and get threesomes. But if they want in a game, they can get that too. Do you want to just go into that a little bit more?
Yeah, each trainer cannot, because there's just not enough tape. Each trainer will work with you. This is very specific for you. It's not a one-size-fits-all course. If I learned something, that was for me and only for me. When you come here, it'll be tailored for you. I can't put that stronger than anyone else. Yes, people advertise threesome clothes, F clothes, whatever you want to call it. But if you want to just have women chasing after you, because that's what I wanted, instead of me chasing after them, that's what I got. That's what I got. They worked for me. They will teach you other things and push you to want to learn other things. But the one thing they teach you is they're here for you. So the course was awesome for me, and what I got out of it was for me. But when you come here, it'll be strictly for you.
I think that means a lot to us. It does. So Hadassah, you worked with Charlie quite a lot in the 7-day course. Could you tell everyone who's watching this what you specialise in and what you worked on specifically with Charlie on the course?
Yeah, sure. What I specialise in is mainly conversation skills because I see that as the basis of all relationships and the beginning of all relationships. A lot of people are really great at chatting to each other when they're their friends in their social circle, but going up to a complete stranger and talking to her is very, very different. So you have to connect with somebody when they're putting up a lot of resistance, going like, who is this person approaching me? So I teach how to get into that conversation really early on and really, really try and get as much from it as possible, bringing in attraction and closing. What we worked on a lot, me and Charlie, was looking at validation and displaying high value because we felt he needed to be in a position of power almost, because he was still kind of weaker than the girl, sort of going after her still. So it's more like going to a girl going, wow, she's great looking, now I want to see what else she has to offer me, not vice versa. She's great looking, let's see if she matches all the list of things that I want in a woman. And to reward her when she did prove herself and also criticise her when you felt she needed to be.
Criticising.
Yeah.
How did you find it was working with Hadassah?
I thought
in the woman's point of view and things, and working on speaking the language of women, as I call it, with Hadassah.
I thought it was awesome to work with Hadassah. I thought she has an innocent quality about her, but still gets her point across to where you could pretty much tell her anything you wanted. She's a very young girl with an old soul. That's what I said that's what I said when I met her. And when you meet her, you'll know what I'm talking about. So that's all I had to say about Hadassah.
Did you find it was good to get two very different females' points of view?
Yeah, when you say very different, you mean very different. Yes, it was. The kinder, gentler one over here, and the
menace.
I'd go with that. And what I really enjoyed the most is I had a different perspective on things, and I could ask her, and she would just, oh, did you think about this, or oh, did you think about that? Not that my thoughts were wrong, just kind of redirected my thoughts.
Okay.
And she challenged them in a soft way, unlike Kezia, where she'll just challenge them.
Okay, I think we better end it there. So, Charlie, it's been fantastic working with you. How inspiring. You know, this is somebody who's come here on this course with a disability, and I hear guys finding every type of excuse why women will never like them. I'm too tall, I'm too fat, I'm too poor, I'm too rich. I mean, Ali even had someone, one of his students, I'm just too rich. It's a beautiful thing, he said. And you find all these excuses, and he's come here with this disability, and it hasn't stopped him. He's had success this week. He's here on video saying this to you. So there's no excuse for anyone, okay? You can go to one of the other courses that the internet offers, there's loads of them, and then you can work with like a couple of guys who are pretty decent and the rest of the trainers are going to be pretty below standard. Or you can work with a team of experts, both male and female, on my team. Any last words?
Yeah, if you're thinking about doing it, just do it already. There's a reason why you've... Yeah, before I came here, I came to the site 10, 20 times. There's a reason why you keep coming here. Just check it out, because it'll grow you as a better person.